on guys, it's Boxing Lowdown and I'm back here with another video. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like and I'll happily get back to you. Now, we mentioned this on the podcast yesterday. I don't know if you guys have listened to the podcast yet or not, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more in this video, and that is to do with Mikey Garcia. We received a question on a live Q&A. Shout out to the person that sent out the question. He basically said to us, what do you think of Mikey Garcia? Now, Mikey Garcia, it was, it sprung up on me because I realised that I hadn't spoken about Mikey Garcia for quite a while, and like, it just feels like for somebody of his talent, it just feels like his relevance is kind of fading away in the sport. And for someone as good as he is, it's a bit of a shame, really. I mean, I know that he was dominated by Errol Spence when they fought. I already thought when that fight was made, I just didn't see this as a good fight at all. There were some people that thought that Mikey Garcia could do it, but most of us, I think, would have thought that this was a bad fight for Mikey Garcia. We couldn't really see the point of it, and so it showed. I mean, Errol Spence completely dominated that fight. It was just so one-sided, and it kind of really devalued Mikey Garcia's stock. I mean, since then, I haven't really seen much about him. I haven't really heard that much about him. Maybe he's not as motivated anymore to fight as he was before, and that was something that Laurie alluded to as well. But you know, he's been chasing the Pacquiao fight since then, and he has fought since the Errol Spence loss, but again, it's just not been with the same sort of high profile that we were used to, accustomed seeing Mikey Garcia have. Because, you know, before he lost to Errol Spence, he was looked at as definitely a top 10 pound for pound fighter. He was looked at as, you know, Mikey Garcia was the guy. People were looking at him to maybe he could fight and beat Lomachenko at the time. They were looking at him as thinking, yeah, him against Manny Pacquiao would be good. But I think jumping up to welterweight, where he didn't look like a welterweight at all, did he? Let's be honest, man. He looked a bit podgy. He doesn't have the power at 147. He just didn't look like a welterweight. But it seems now that he's just chasing the money rather than just chasing, like, you know, the realistic and the glory, because he's not going to become a champion at 147 pounds. I mean, he's not going to be able to beat Crawford. He's not going to be able to beat Spence, as we've seen. And I don't even see him beating Ugas, you know, and that's not no disrespect to Mikey Garcia, but he's just not a natural welterweight for me. I would have loved to have seen him stay, you know, around the 140 pound mark, maybe even 135. He probably can't make that now, but definitely 140 pounds. Would have liked to have seen him stay there, and he could have had some good fights over there. You know, Josh Taylor would have been a good fight. Regis Prograis would have been a good fight. I mean, Maurice Hooker, when he was there, would have been a good fight, you know. But now I just don't really see where Mikey Garcia sits in the game right now. I mean, he was looking at Manny Pacquiao. That fight could have been made and it would have been a good fight for Mikey Garcia. But, you know, I mean, Manny Pacquiao now, he's got other plans. I mean, he's looking at this Mikey Garcia exhibition fight. He's, he's kind of like in semi-retirement now, Manny Pacquiao, and you can't really blame him. The guy's 40 odd years old, so he's not going to be fighting forever. But that would have been a big money fight for Mikey Garcia, but he didn't get it. So where does he go in his career right now? What does he actually do? I mean, the other guys for Mikey Garcia that he could consider at 147 pounds could be against the likes of a Danny Garcia. That would be a decent fight, or Sean Porter or Keith Thurman, but I don't know. I think Sean Porter at this stage would be, you know, the wrong sort of style for Mikey Garcia. And I don't know. I don't know about the Keith Thurman fight, actually. I mean, would you guys like to see that? I don't know. But listen, as a fighter overall, Mikey Garcia he's had a good career. It was interrupted. Obviously, he did have the dispute with Top Rank. That left him out the ring for a couple of years. So, you know, how hungry is he at this stage right now? I mean, he's been world champion. He's been on the pound for pound list. How much longer does he have in his career right now? I mean, I don't know how old Mikey Garcia is actually. I don't actually know. He must be pushing his 30s at least. Must be in his 30s now. But either way, yeah. I don't know. Where does he go from here? What does he do next, man? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, about Mikey Garcia. I just thought it was an interesting question that popped up yesterday on the podcast, and you know, I've been looking to see if he has any sort of opponent lined up, but haven't seen anything as of yet. So I believe that there was a personal he is going through some personal issues right now. I don't know if I think Dad alluded to it on the podcast yesterday. He said that there were I think someone might have passed away in his family, so, you know, rest in peace to them. and condolences at the same time. So I don't know if it's that what's keeping him out the ring, but yeah, be interested to see what Mikey Garcia does next, guys, and I'd like to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section below. So let me know what you guys think about it. Mikey Garcia, is he, you know, does he still have a career left, or is he just going to be looking to fight over, you know, just some of these lower name fighters, or just trying to get prize fights at this time? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.